I'm Joyce McCollum. I'm presently the Vice President of the Black Family Genealogy and History Society of Arizona. I'm a native of Chicago and former administrator for Africana Heritage, a website dedicated to African American genealogical research. My family moved to Arizona in 1962 from Chicago. Cultural shock. To me, it seemed like it was all cotton pickers and cotton fields. There was very little black culture, a nearly invisible black middle class. My father was a heliarc welder, and most of the black men here, if they weren't teachers, they worked in the fields. So they tended to look at him as if he had come off of a spaceship. My first job here, I worked at Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Arizona. I was a computer operator and a key punch operator. There was an opening in the computer room for a programmer. I had that experience, and I asked in a group with maybe 20 people in the room at our workstations, what were the requirements? I was told, first of all, you have to be white. That was in 1968. To me, Arizona was at least 50 years behind. When we first moved here, I thought we had moved down south. I had been to Alabama to visit relatives, and to me, Arizona was very much down south. We've seen some progress as far as accommodations, but we have not seen any economic empowerment. Our school systems, Arizona has a very low rating for education nationally, and I think that the predominantly black districts, Roosevelt in particular, they're even farther down on the scale than that. Working with the Genealogy Society, you cannot do family history research if you don't know history. And of course, ours is black history. The part that African Americans played in building this country, in fighting in all of its wars, the inventions, the contributions. These are things that I share now with adults through our genealogy classes, but I've kind of got it in the back of my mind that we need to have a component of black history to go along with our Sunday school programs. Our kids don't get it. My sister is 13 years younger than I am, and I was on the textbook committee at South Mountain High School. And I found out that the textbooks that they use, they keep them from 4 to 8 years. The book that she was using as a sociology book or a social history book, they still had John F. Kennedy as the president, and this was like in 70-something. So I think that it's essential that our children learn their own history, develop a sense of self-worth and self-esteem. That's something that I would like to apply myself to in the future.